All right, welcome, kings and queens. We are back, y'all, today, and we are talking Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, I know they're on a hiatus and taking a break, but we're not in the palace. Listen, we're coming in strong today. We kicking open doors, and y'all, I just got to talk about it. Sonny and Moses. Listen, I did not participate in the initial shenanigans that were going on, but I've done my research and I think I have a little bit of information that may be helpful. But before we get started, I just want to bring your attention to something that I reminded you all. Actually, let's go back. Do you remember my interviews with Sonny? If not, pull the tapes, like they say. Pull the tapes. In my first interview with Sonny, where I introduced Sonny, the whole Sonny, the 360 Sonny, to all of you here in the palace, and even those of you that are elsewhere. One thing that we did is we got a lot of background information about who Sonny is, what she does, what she brings to the table by way of reality television. Number one, as a production individual, as a production team, but also as a reality cast member. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but go back and fact check me. I looked at Sunny and I said, Sunny, and she said, mm-hmm. And I said, Sunny, do not allow this show, do not allow Carlos King to tear up your marriage. Y'all, the queen be knowing. The queen be knowing. But let's go ahead and jump in and talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in, or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Ooh, the block is hot, and I know y'all are tearing Sunny a new one. I think y'all are hazing the hell out of Sunny, and I think she's learning how harsh and how tough this Love and Marriage Huntsville crowd can be. And for some of you, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, let's keep it cute. Some of y'all been waiting for your opportunity. You know how sometimes you just waiting for a person to make a wrong move? And you gonna give them a piece of your mind. And I think that's what some of y'all have been waiting to do. Listen, we're just talking here. That's what we do in the palace. We just keeps it 100. I think some of y'all have been waiting for the right time. And here's where I think Sunny may have gone wrong. I would not have even addressed it. I would not have even addressed it. I would have let it sit, baby. I would have let that dead dog lie because I don't believe there's anything that she could have said to change or make or break the situation. Moses is in jail. That's a fact. That is a fact. And as a wife, I don't know if I would have spoke on it, to be completely honest. I would have let your minds wander. Like Ply says, sometimes you got to let their minds wander. We going to do what we do. We going to talk our talk. We going to talk our shit. And it is what it is. That's the attitude I would have had about it, because I do believe, Sonny, you misstepped when you came in to address it. I think you're up against a lot as a newlywed. And I said it before. I said, don't you let this show. Don't you let Carlos King get in there and tear up your marriage. And y'all, if the truth be told, honey, I got a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion. As a matter of fact, let me just say, let me quit lying. I did some research and I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. Now, don't quote me all the way 100%, but give me about 90, give me about a 90% probability of being correct, because we always have to leave room for error. But I want to back. I want to back, and I want to say, baby, pimping ain't easy. It's a cold world out here. And when people, listen, ain't nothing like a woman scorned, Destiny. Ooh, ain't nothing like a woman scorned, y'all. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to jump into it, but I just want to give my viewpoint of everything. And I just want to tell you kind of my personal observations that I've had with Moses and Sonny off camera. Okay. I'm going to focus on Moses today. Not too much Sonny. And I'm just tell you what vibe I got from Moses when I met him. When I met Moses in person, the first thing that I picked up is he's very honest. He's pretty honest. That's what I picked up. I'm telling you what I picked up, okay? This ain't got nothing to do with nobody's relationship, nobody being 15 years a side chick, nobody being a wife. I'm telling you what my spidey sense picked up on. He seemed to be pretty honest. I didn't get a question mark in my head. I didn't look at him crazy and sideways all up and down the top of his head. That's the first thing I picked up on. I also picked up on he says what he means and he means what he says. And I kind of feel like he's a man. He's not a man of many words. I feel like he chooses his words extremely carefully. I feel like he speaks with his eyes. I've said that before, right? It's I listen. I had to get a good feel for it. I didn't get an overall sense of a man that was vindictive, a man that had a feeling that carried like this feeling of heaviness. Just some of these guys out here, you be like, child, he with the shits. That's not the feeling I got from Moses. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to tell you this. He's a guy that cares. I can pick up on that for his wife. I did pick up on that. Okay. He's a guy that cares. I think he's a guy that does want to do well and that has been doing well and did well after being released from prison and up until the point where he was arrested and taken into custody recently. Okay. How honest do y'all want me to be? Because, see, I can dance around it and keep it cute and conservative. Just put it, you want me to be conservative or you want me to give you the real deal Holyfield? I'm going to wait. Conservative or give you the real deal? Because I can do both. It just depends on your appetite tonight. All right. We going to do the real deal, it looks like. All right, here we go. Now, this is just me giving y'all the real deal. Hold your horses, buckle your seatbelts. Moses, I can see why it would be hard for Destiny to let Moses go. Oh my God. I can see why it's been a challenge. Oh, damn, Queen Sheba. I'm for real. Why it's a challenge for Destiny to let Moses go. He comes across as a very tender man. He comes across as emotionally intelligent. He comes across as very caring. You don't get that often. Quit playing with me. Y'all know you don't get that often. And that will be hard for a woman to walk away from, considering he's an extremely well-groomed, handsome man. Lean, tall, in shape, mannerable, raised right, all of that good stuff. So I can see why Destiny hung out for 15 years hoping and wishing and praying and hoping. However, that did not happen for her, okay? By way of her being chosen and selected as his wife. Let's talk about it. Because a lot of you believe that Destiny has a right to feel the way she feels because she stood around and hung around for 15 years. That's on you. Any woman that's okay with hanging around for 15 years, 10 years, 7 years, 15 minutes without a ring, that's on you. A man will do absolutely what you allow him to do, especially a man that has no intention of making you, like they say in the old days, an honest woman. Okay. Yes, he was with her for 15 years. But let's not get it twisted. Destiny had a husband, and his name is Laberic. It was not Moses. It was none of that. In those type of situations, you move on peacefully. That's just me. That's just my thoughts, right? But whatever. So, me having had the opportunity to meet Moses and see him, feel him, observe him, witness him in real time, I can see why Destiny has a deep emotional attachment to him as well as a soul tie. That's as real as I can get. I can see why Destiny would feel, and I do believe she felt some type of way about him moving on with Sonny. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't think Destiny has a problem with him moving on with Sonny necessarily. I think Destiny is butt shit hurt because he did things with Sonny that Destiny, in my opinion, was hoping that he did with her. Let me get into it. And a part of it is the reason that he is in a predicament that he's in right now. Listen, we're going to talk about it. Let me tell you something about a man when he loves a woman. He'll risk it all. Or when he likes a woman, whatever it is, he will risk it all. And Moses risked it all for his wife, because he traveled back and forth without permission to come on that show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, I want y'all to think very carefully, because if I'm saying it, I say, give me 90% of probability. Give me 90%. I may not listen. Okay. Moses got locked up, from what I can tell and what I know and doing my research, because he violated his probation by traveling back and forth to appear on Love and Marriage Huntsville without permission. Now, you have to realize that these people shoot scenes well in advance and it's released to the public later. My question to you is, who told? Who snitched? Who told? Because we know it's not Sunny. That's the first thing. It's not Sunny. Moses has also been in a relationship before with the cast member, Destiny. Okay? With Destiny before. He ain't never had no problems. And y'all are going to say, Queen Sheba, he ain't never had no problems because he ain't been on the show. When I say he ain't never had no problems, he's never had a target on him. Those people that he report to ain't never been looking for him to break any rules, because by him not coming on with Destiny, there would be no reason for them to look at him and place their radar on him. Fast forward, him marrying Sunny, him appearing, risking it all to be with Sunny, the back and forth initiated by Destiny first, the back and forth social media between Destiny and Sunny, and then, wait a minute, Destiny taking her shot, but then calling the network to call off Sunny from taking her shot. Here's where you went wrong, Sunny. You should have ate her up. You should have ate her up because she ate you up. And word on the street, my research, I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about what y'all think he got arrested because he had this. The boy got pulled into custody, the man, I'm sorry, because he violated his probation by being on the show, traveling back and forth without permission. The question I ask you again is, who told? Who would be mad enough to tell? Who would be mad enough? Who would be hurt enough to say? And I'm not talking, let me tell you something. Ain't hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. He ain't never had no run-ins. He been out for a while. It ain't like he just got released yesterday. Listen, y'all better pick up the scent. I'ma just tell you, I have a strong feeling and a sneaky suspicion, based on my research and based on what I know to be true. Destiny, did you make a call? Did you make a call? You remember I just said I can understand why Destiny would have a hard time after I met Moses in person, letting that go. Destiny has struggled more with her separation from Moses than she ever has from her husband. That was a clean break. So much so, because see, it's a thin line between love and hate. She didn't give a fuck about LeBaric. She just respected him so much so that she put her business and some of her utilities in his name. Y'all, pick up what I'm saying. She put her utilities, fraudulently placed his name on accounts that he did not authorize her to do. Had he not found out, he could have gone to where? Jail. Who's the common denominator? See, LeBaric was able to iron out his legal woes before he got placed in jail, because he could have gone to jail based on his military background. Moses, in my opinion, did not catch on quick enough before he went to where? Jail. Who is the common denominator between the two men? Almost, one of them actually going to jail, doing things that could place them in jail. Destiny put LeBaric in a situation that he could have gone to jail in. So we know she has no problem breaking the law or getting her lick back. And Destiny, I'm sorry, based on a few stones that I've kind of poked my way under, and I'm not talking about no YouTube streets. It's looking like you were scorned and that you made a call. Now, here's the thing. People can't make a call when you don't break the rules. Unfortunately, Moses got caught slipping. Moses got caught slipping because my thing to you, Moses and Sonny, what made you think Destiny was going to take it lightly on y'all? What made you think she wasn't going to get her lick back? Huh? She waited in the cut. She pressed go and she got him locked up. In my opinion, let me just say in my opinion, allegedly, because that hurt and that pain was too much. In my opinion, I would have never had to sit down with her, but y'all have heard me say that before with Moses. I wouldn't have talked to her. I think it fueled the fire. I think it's going to be real hard for Destiny to let go. But right now, have you noticed since Moses, and listen, Moses has been locked up for a while. Have you noticed since Moses has been locked up, have you noticed Destiny ain't said shit? Go back and look at the paperwork of the date that he was placed in custody. Destiny ain't said nothing else. And what? Listen, because she got a lick back. That's the first thing. The second thing is, Sonny, I told you long time ago, don't speak on it. Don't say nothing. Because there's really nothing you can say and or do when you dealing with that level of character. Destiny can do this all day, y'all. We talked about this. There are certain people that ain't got nothing but time. They ain't got no job. They ain't got no extracurricular projects that they're working on that are quite as lucrative as they can be. They haven't taken advantage of this platform. They ain't got shit to do. They ain't got nothing but time. Destiny told y'all and gave y'all a timeline of a rundown, minute for minute, day for day, hour for hour, of what happened prior to Moses getting married, to the day up to his wedding, to this and to that. Destiny released half-ass text messages, making it appear to seem like Moses was outreaching her when she was the one outreaching Moses and even utilizing her children. Look, I don't care one way or the other. It ain't my marriage. It ain't my business. It ain't my relationship that I was in. um as a side chick for 15 years. I'm just telling you to use a little bit of common sense. Destiny ain't got nothing but time and opportunity when it comes to Moses. She was very much aware of what he had going on because she stayed watching him like a hawk, okay? Destiny got her lick back. Destiny put Moses in jail, allegedly. Y'all, that's just scorn. That's bitterness. Listen, I ain't saying it's right. I ain't saying it's wrong. Like I said, you can't get caught slipping if you're not breaking the rules. The point is, Moses, I don't know why you feel like she was going to let you off softly. You should have devoured her, Sonny, when you had the opportunity. Sometimes you got to listen. I'm sorry. Sometimes I know I like your Christian quotes and all of that, but baby, sometimes you got to go to war and you got to fight. You should have slayed her when you had the opportunity. You should have said what the fuck you was going to say. To hell with the network, because you see how she came back and spun the block on both of y'all. Now you sitting at home in your house and your husband is locked up because you should have slayed. You should have pulled your sword when she pulled hers. You see what I'm saying? You do not recite poetry to your enemy. And Sonny, you were reciting poetry and scriptures. That girl don't care. She's cut from a different cloth. And that is what I wanted to come and share with y'all today. What are your thoughts on this whole mess? Sonny, don't say another word. And let me back up, y'all. I see y'all saying love at the lockup. Sonny didn't meet Moses in prison. It ain't no love at the lockup situation where she picked him up for prison and took him to her home. They're husband and wife. Shit, he got caught slipping. He was traveling without permission. Only a woman scorned would be pissed off about a man showing up for another woman and trying to have a baby with another woman that he didn't do with her. Remember, everything that Destiny wanted, Moses is now doing with his current wife, Sonny. They're trying to have a baby. He showed up for her. He risked his freedom for her. He didn't do it for Destiny. Yeah, deep in the night, in the midnight hour. And I ain't talking about the well performed acts that we see on social media, the bitchy attitude that we see on social media. What I'm talking about is when you hit a woman where it hurts, is when she cried in her pillow in the middle of the night. How could he? I gave him 15 years. You heard her in the back room with Miss Nell. I loved him. I care for him. And baby, I will tell you, like they said, and like they continue to say, it is a thin line between love and hate. And with that being said, let's take this conversation to the chat. I have to, I want to, I must know your thoughts. What are your thoughts?